10 shocking discoveries in Antarctica. The world is full of hidden mysteries that have barely been explored by humans. One of these mysteries is the ice of Antarctica. But what will happen when all the ice melts? What kind of secrets are hidden by the sub-zero regions of Antarctica? The cold and extreme conditions of the region prevent humans from fully examining it. Everything we've discovered so far is a combination of amazing creatures and frightening events. From strange creatures to events we have never seen before, Antarctica is a land full of possibilities that just needs to be looked at under its ice. Come and join me, and I will show you the 10 terrifying things discovered in Antarctica that changed everything. So, stay and watch for breathtaking things until the end. Number 10. Rainforest and fossils. When it comes to signs of life, the Antarctic region was also home to rainforests. Looking at the climate of the area, it's hard to imagine signs of tropical trees and creatures living there, especially thriving and flourishing. But it is possible. In fact, before becoming a frozen desert after the Ice Age, Antarctica was once a warm tropical region with rainforests. Some also believe that an ancient civilization once lived here, but disappeared when the region was covered by thick ice. Indeed, scientists have discovered examples of petrified woods, tropical trees, and traces of leaves that confirm the presence of rainforests in the region. Not only that, scientists have also found many fossils from marine animals, birds, and even dinosaurs from the Cretaceous period. Furthermore, the region has revealed fossils of a type of beetle that lived about 20 million years ago, and after thorough research, it was discovered that these insects could have only existed in a warm climate. All these fossils and studies have sparked debates among scholars about whether Antarctica could potentially be covered with rainforests beneath its surface. Number 9. Ice holes. In 2017, the world witnessed a hole as large as Ireland open up in Antarctica, called Polonia. The hole spanned 78,000 square kilometers and was the largest to open in the region since the 1970s. The hole formed due to warm and salty water from deeper parts of the ocean and was called cryoconite holes, meaning it consisted of ice and dust. These holes are composed of rock particles and tiny microbes, which absorb sunlight, causing the ice underneath to melt and resulting in the formation of the hole. According to experts, these holes may be a combination of unusual oceanic and weather conditions in Antarctica, compounded by intense storms that are common in the region with extremely strong winds like hurricanes. Additionally, these holes also contain water vapor, a strong greenhouse gas that heats up the sea and intensifies cyclones. Currently, scientists are still studying what other effects these holes may have, but we know that they are filled with water that may support the life of microorganisms accustomed to the cold during the summer. Number 8. Mount Erebus. Many people do not believe that Antarctica is full of volcanoes. The region may be covered in ice and seem an unlikely place to emit molten lava, but did you know that Ross Island is home to 4 different volcanoes? Yes, you heard that right. Who would have thought that Antarctica, cloaked in thick ice, would have volcanoes? While 3 of them are inactive, the 4th, called Mount Erebus, has shown high volcanic activity over the past 30 years, which scientists believe could lead to further volcanic activity. For those unaware, Mount Erebus is filled with liquid magma and lava lakes that have been continuously blazing for 1.3 million years. Despite being one of the mysterious wonders of the world, it is also one of the most powerful active volcanoes discovered by scientists in the Antarctic region, reaching a height of 3,800 meters. Currently, this is all that is known about Mount Erebus, as it is located in a very remote and dangerous region where weather conditions are extremely severe. However, in 2013, a group of scientists climbed to the summit and found organisms living inside the volcano. Not only that, they also discovered ice caves with microorganisms growing in the soil, and these beings are considered one of the most unique discoveries in the Antarctic region. Number 7. World's oldest pyramid. What if I told you that Antarctica was also once home to a civilization that built and lived in pyramids to overcome the region's environment? Would you believe it? Indeed, even geologists are puzzled about how life could have survived in Antarctica's extreme environment. In 2016, with the aid of satellite imagery, scientists captured a peculiar shape emerging from the ice. Although the region is very remote and dangerous to visit, they believe it is a sign of a man-made pyramid in Antarctica, where these structures are almost similar to those in Egypt. But in reality, the Antarctic pyramid is larger compared to the Great Pyramid of Egypt. The main reason it is not widely discussed is that scientists have not yet reached this site. So some suggest that ancient human ancestors lived and thrived on the Antarctic continent, and some researchers believe that an entire civilization lived there. However, all evidence of their existence is still buried under the thick ice of Antarctica. Nonetheless, some geologists believe that because the pyramid-like structure is located in the Ellsworth mountain range, it represents the highest peak. Number 6. Fungi. Did you know that tons of microorganisms, including a unique endemic species of fungi that typically thrive in warm climates, have also been found in Antarctica? For some reason, they have managed to survive in the cold climate of Antarctica. These fungi feed on wood and are a highly evolved species that have adapted to the harsh environment of the region, making them one of the most unique organisms on the planet. In addition to these, another type of fungi that grows on and consumes petroleum containers left by explorers has also been found. Currently, scientists are trying to determine if these petroleum-eating fungi can help clean up large oil spills around the world. Isn't that amazing? Number 5. The Forbidden Sector. Not everyone knows this, but there is a restricted sector in Antarctica where no one is allowed to enter except for authorized personnel, somewhat akin to the Area 51 of the region, and no one really knows what truly happens there. Because of this, many speculate that scientists might be hiding secrets in the area. Even if you try to peek and see what's behind that boundary, you would be immediately apprehended by guards. Officials claim that the area is protected because it is the only place where emperor penguins can be found, and indeed, no humans are allowed to enter to ensure that no harm comes to the penguins. But the question remains, is that all that's happening in this protected area? Number 4. Broken compass. Did you know there's a unique reason why compasses don't work well at the North Pole? Scientifically, it's because the North Pole has a high magnetic field that affects the magnetic fields of compasses. But why does this happen? It's because the Earth's magnetic field curves around the world, so you really can't rely on compasses when you're in this area. Although scientists now understand this and are taking steps to prevent disorientation while traveling in the region, early explorers were completely unaware of this phenomenon. As a result, many lifeless bodies have been found in the area, believed to have gotten lost and never returned. Currently, some conspiracy theorists believe the story about compasses is just a scare tactic to prevent people from entering certain areas of the continent where unspeakable or undisclosed mysteries are hidden. Moreover, it's not just compasses that malfunction. GPS devices also don't work properly at the North Pole because they are affected by the planet's magnetic field. The reason this happens is that a GPS also needs a compass to function, and when the compass stops working, the GPS likely fails as well. Number 3. UFO sightings. Antarctica has been a hot topic regarding alien activities over the past few decades. Apart from meteor showers, scientists have discovered numerous unparalleled spacecraft. As I mentioned earlier, because this place is remote and hard to locate, researchers using satellite imagery have found formations and markings that prove extraterrestrial activity in the region. Although there is no solid explanation for the crashed aircraft and UFO sightings recorded annually in the area, UFO hunters worldwide believe that Antarctica is the perfect location for aliens to establish their base on Earth due to its inaccessibility to humans. There might be sufficient evidence to support their claims, but there is no definitive proof or verification of this. Number 2. Underwater lakes. In 1970, experts mentioned that there was an ecosystem in the Antarctic oceans that had never been seen before, where approximately 400 lakes are present. These lakes are located several kilometers under 3 kilometers of ice, and scientists believe they formed during the separation of Antarctica from the ancient supercontinent called Gondwana land. Furthermore, these lakes continue to flow instead of freezing under the sub-zero Antarctic oceans due to the pressure underneath the water. Lake Vostok was first discovered in the 1990s, and it is also the largest subglacial lake found in the region, situated 2.5 kilometers under the ice. After water samples were taken from the lake, it was discovered that its temperature is -3 degrees Celsius, while it has been covered with ice for over 20 million years. However, the most significant discovery occurred in 2014 at Lake Whillans, when scientists discovered lakes and a complete ecosystem consisting of microorganisms and other signs of life existing within these lakes. They may not have been exposed to sunlight for millions of years, but they continue to exist and grow using methane and ammonium as their energy sources. Nonetheless, studying these ecosystems is challenging because scientists struggle to examine the frozen water depths. Number 1. Underwater world. The mystery of Atlantis has long fascinated people, and there is a possibility that answers could be found in the cold waters of Antarctica. Atlantis is a city said to have sunk underwater and was never seen again. However, some believe that evidence of Atlantis has not been found because the city sank and now lies beneath the Antarctic ice. Moreover, there is evidence suggesting that Hitler used the Antarctic seas to construct an underground base for himself and the Nazis due to its remote accessibility. It's noted that in the 1930s, the Nazis showed interest in visiting Antarctica and indeed sent an expedition to explore the area and claim a part of it for Germany. Although that claim did not materialize, it has not stopped some from speculating that the Nazis might have used the land in other ways. And now that you know the 10 most shocking discoveries in Antarctica, what is your opinion about this? Comment down below.